Carmichael is my last name, right? So it's an English name. But half of my family is all Italian, and going to Greece, it's basically the same. I mean, it just feels just a different language, but the same warmth and the same energy and the same. It's like I'm going home. So anyway.
Yeah. In Greece, we say una faccia una razza, which means, you know, same face, same race for Italians.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much the same. So thanks so much for making that happen. I was expecting that for long. You know, I'm having the last couple of months, I'm live with people that, you know, I really admire their work and what they have achieved and their journey in entrepreneurship, and especially your journey on YouTube is really impressive. I remember, you know, this iconic arrow. I was watching, you know, your videos like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years before, and I didn't even know that it was you. So all I remember was the yellow arrow and this kind of iconic way of presenting, you know, every single legendary entrepreneur with those key takeaways. Yeah. So I wanted to talk to you because I was having, you know, although we're on Instagram right now, I just posted something like a couple of days ago, and I was like, guys, please diversify your efforts in other platforms as well, because, you know, it's a risky thing being all in one platform, either if it's YouTube or Instagram or Facebook. Most of people, from my experience, are going all in on Facebook and Instagram. So this is something really, really risky because, you know, one day to another, you might lose your account, have your ad account disabled. And I see many people, you know, being completely dependent on the revenue side, the traffic side, on their social media efforts. So I was like, you know, please diversify. Go on YouTube, create evergreen content, build your traffic on your website, etc. So this came at the right moment because you have an amazing YouTube channel. Actually, not just one. And that was actually something that I wanted to ask you about. Okay. Because, you know, most of the times we're trying to bring everything together in one side. And I see that you have strategically created different kind of channels for different kind of themes. So please take us, you know, a bit on your journey, how it started on YouTube, why you decided to use, you know, the content of others actually in order to create your own posts. If you, you know, if that journey was linear, or if you started with this kind of mindset at the beginning, or you changed it through the process. Can you take us a bit, you know, on this YouTube journey, how it started and how it evolved?
Yeah, so I think your purpose comes from your pain. I think whatever you struggled the most with in life is what you want to now help other people through. So for anybody who's stuck with their, hey, I don't know how to find my purpose or my passion, it comes from your pain. Look at where you struggled the most and recognize that there are millions of people right now who are who you used to be, and they don't know how to get out. You can help them. So for me, my pain was being a 19-year-old entrepreneur who struggled and suffered, and, you know, making $300 a month in my first business and feeling like garbage, and nothing was working out. And the thing that saved me was, one, I quit on my business partner, and it was the worst day of my life. And then the next day I woke up and said, I can't quit, but I have to find some other way to do it, because it's just not working. I'm tired of losing. And I asked myself, who's built a software company before? Because I had a software company. Yeah. And Bill Gates was the guy who came to mind. You know, it wasn't like I did a whole bunch of research or something, just Bill Gates, Microsoft. So I looked at, how did Microsoft start? And I looked at their story and what Bill Gates did at the beginning, not how does he make an extra million now? I mean, who cares? But 0 to 1, how did he do that? And I applied that strategy, and I made my first $13,500 deal because of it. That at the time was money. I mean, I was rich. You know, that was a big deal at the time. And that started the momentum shift forward to me eventually we had clients all over the world. We eventually sold our company, all of that. So your question was, how did I get set on YouTube? And I'm a visual learner. Yeah. If the fact that I can see you helps me. If it was just your voice, I'd have to focus a lot more to listen, because I need to see things. And And at the time, YouTube was the only visual platform. You couldn't post videos anywhere else. So it was not that I was like so smart or I could predict that YouTube was going to be here 12 years later. April 2009 was my first video. It's been a while.
Wow.
And also, so how did you asked, why did I, show other people's content? Well, because that's what saved me, right? Like Bill Gates' story is the thing that saved my business. And so your purpose comes from your pain. I wanted to help other people potentially not struggle as much as I did, or not quit on their dreams or their business or their ideas, and do it through a visual way because I'm a visual guy. So when I started on YouTube 12 years ago, it was a different place. It was not an education platform.
Totally.
People would show their salads and their foods and their old man falls downstairs, or like just stupid meme kind of videos. And here I am making thought leadership educational content. So I never thought of having a couple million subscribers, right? Nobody had that. It wasn't possible. But I just thought, you know what, the thing that really helped me is I always focused on who I have instead of who I didn't have. Where most of the time when people on social focus on what you don't have, like I don't have 1 million subscribers, I don't have X, this person's doing so well and I can't do that, right? I just focused on the people who were. So if I got 2 comments on a video, it's like 2 people commented on my video.
Yeah.
That's 2 people. Those are real people, right? Like if you had 100 people watch a video, you might think that sucks. Only 100 people saw this. But if you were going to go do a speech at an event and there's 100 people there, you're going to be nervous. You're going to be
true.
Community.
That's true.
So I think that was just it. It's like I never, even still today at like 400 million views or something on the video, it's still more about the people who we do have. It's like I love the people that we do have, and that's where I'm focused.
That's true. And you act like you have them, like you have 1 million subscribers since day one, right? That's what creates great content in the first place.
I don't know. I never thought that way. Because I didn't even know that it was possible to have 1 million subscribers. So I never got up and said I'm going to have 1 million subscribers and I'm going to. I've always thought like I want to have a big impact. I want to change the world. I don't know how I'm going to do it. But I approach it more as I'm gonna wake up every day and do one small thing that can try to help, right? And so if coming on your Instagram and one new person sees this and that makes a difference for them today to keep going, we made that happen.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's just always been the focus. It's like the mission, and then what am I doing right now that's right in front of me?
That's beautiful. I saw I saw a landing page that you have your YouTube program and you're taking people through the basic steps of creating evergreen content, being consistent, and knowing your audience, etc. So when did you decide to start creating different kind of channels as well, apart from the main one that you have, which is the large one, and why you did that? What was the goal behind that? So instead of versus creating different playlists in your channel, etc.
Yeah, well, people don't consume playlists, so playlist is not a fantastic strategy. But YouTube also shifted over the past couple of years. So on my main channel, I only had one channel when I started, and I was doing about a video a week. And when I hired an editor, I moved to video a day. I went from once a week to once a day. And I started to see this growth.
Spike, yeah.
Yeah, because every platform will reward you for being consistent. And you just get better. If you practice something once a week versus practicing it every day, you're just going to get better a lot faster.
Totally.
It's really good at anything.
Yeah.
In once a week, right? So then I went to 2 videos a day. 2 videos a day. Wow. 2 videos a day. And we saw another big spike. And then we went to 3 videos a day. 2 videos. And then it was a spike, but not as big as the other ones had been.
Yeah.
So then we stayed at 3 videos a day for a couple of years. And then we started to see declining numbers. not losing, not like we were losing subscribers, but we weren't growing as fast as we were. And I post on Instagram every month kind of where I'm at on YouTube, so you can look at every month since. So this month is February. I posted from February 1st, 2010 to 2021 how we were at subscribers. You can see in there we weren't doing as well as we normally were. And YouTube shifted to that. If you're above one video a day, it's better to either start a new channel or just focus down on making those one videos better. And I was already making 3 videos a day, and I was proud of the videos that we were making. And so I thought, okay, I'm gonna launch more channels. And this is a really hard, probably the hardest YouTube decision I ever had to make, where for YouTube, nobody had done what I was now doing. So there's no role model to go and learn from. And there's 5 people who I would listen to YouTube advice from now. I mean, at the beginning, I listened to advice from everybody, but as I've gotten better, I'm teaching most people how to do YouTube. Yeah. There's about 5 people who, if they told me to do something, I would at least take a good look at it. And one of the 5 people said, "Don't split up your channel. It's the worst thing you can do." And
don't split that channel.
No, don't keep it as it is. Splitting your channels is the worst thing you can do. And then another in the 5 said, "You have to split up your channels. It's the best thing you can do."
Okay, yeah.
It's like, so what, you got, nobody's done this before. The people who you can ask questions from, they're giving you completely opposite information. It's a big part of what I do. I mean, I don't want to just go and tank. It's not just some little experiment. You have to do it or you don't. And I just said, you know what? I know what 3 videos a day on one channel looks like. I don't know what the other thing looks like. I don't know what multiple channels looks like. Yeah. And I always looked at it as I would rather know and fail than not know. Because I don't want to be here in 2021 looking back and say, I wish I'd tried that. Just, I don't know, maybe be further ahead. I hate that feeling of regret. So I decided to do it and split it up. And so
it was a good decision, right?
Overall, yes. It took way longer. I think between my 2 friends, they were both right and both wrong, right? But closer towards the end of splitting up the channels. It took way longer than I anticipated, like I guess everything does. But overall, I think it's for the best. My main channel has grown a lot in the past little while as well. Going multilingual, for anybody who wants to who can do multiple languages, you definitely need 2 different channels. We've got...
You just answered my next question.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Which one is it? So, I mean, this is the main one, right? And then this one is, I don't know if you can read it. It says, Evan en Español.
Oh, so you have a Spanish one as well.
Yeah. So this is going to hit 1 million this year.
Wow.
We're in the like 600,000. And then this one is the Russian channel. And I can't pronounce what that says. But
insane, man.
And that's like 500,000 subscribers or something. Yeah. And so it's great. Like I have a team of people, and they dub the voice. So I have there's a Spanish Evan Carmichael and a Russian Evan Carmichael, and it's just changed, inspire people in other audiences.
So you think that just subtitling wouldn't work that well, right? It has to be on the native language, right?
Yeah, 100%. Like captions, good enough. If you're going to go multilingual, so this is an opportunity. So the English market is the biggest market. It's the market that pays you the most money. It's the market that if you have an option, that's the big leagues. If you're looking at, that's the Serie A of soccer, in Italy, and then languages are the minor leagues. But to win there, right? It's easier to win small there. It's harder to win. It's harder to win big. Like if you're the biggest person in Greece on YouTube, you're not making as much money or impact as the number. Like you could be mid-tier in the US and be making just way, way, way more.
Exactly.
So it's a faster way to grow initially, but there's a ceiling. There's a limit. Where if you go English, there's no limit. You just keep going.
That's exactly my own experience, because I have a YouTube channel in Greece, which is like the biggest marketing channel in Greece, but still it's super small versus, what's happening with other English-oriented channels, abroad. So my decision, because, my Instagram content has also shifted towards English content, which has helped us a lot as a company as well. Mm-hmm. We were like, okay, now it's time for YouTube to do the same. So to create English content for things that we believe that make sense for our own brand identity. So the initial idea was probably to create another playlist within my Greek channel with English content. But then I realized that it would alienate completely my current audience, and it wouldn't make sense. So
it's hard.
I just realized, speaking with you, that what I need to do.
Because you think audience, if it's a different audience, it's a different channel.
Yeah.
Some of the people who are your Greek audience will watch the English video, but none of your English audience will watch your Greek video.
Totally.
Because a lot of people in Greece know English. It may not be the first time you can understand it, because everybody here speaks like 4 languages, even if it's not your first. But in America, which is, I'm Canadian, but my audience is still mostly American.
Yeah.
How many people speak Greek? Like nobody, right?
Nobody.
So they're not going to watch your other content, and that hurts your rankings. So it's a different channel. You're starting over. You could still be doing both. Like the Greek channel might supply the income and the team and everything that you need so that you can then make the English channel happen. Just the audience size isn't as big for any language channel, and the advertising dollars are super tiny. There aren't enough advertisers who want to market to Greek people right now.
No. No.
But it's an opportunity for you. Like if you have a business, this is why like every language channel, every language market is behind English, because all the best people are going to English, because that's the big game. Like if you're the best soccer player in the world, you don't stay in the Greek leagues. You want to get into
That's true.
Right? So you could take a lot of what's worked. You could take every English video in your industry that has popped and just make a Greek version of it, and it will do super well.
Yeah, true.
You could run ads. If you have a product to sell, you can run ads to the Greek market, and it's not competitive because nobody's advertising to the Greek market. So if you're local, you can build a good business just off of that. It's just much smaller compared to what you could do.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's what, what worked for us, because I saw the white space like 3 years ago on YouTube in Greece. And I was like, if I start creating consistently content behind, marketing and business topics, with my CV that, it's legit, I can really, attract the people that I want. And my business is like, 95% of my leads come from YouTube right now in Greece. But since, we're trying to expand the whole thing, internationally, YouTube channel is really a big thing for us as well, in the English audience as well. So the English YouTube channel is the only solution right here, to be honest. And you answered completely my question. We have some answers here for some questions from people.
We got time for like one super quick one.
Okay, how to start a good YouTube channel from point 1. So if you were starting today, let's say, if you were starting today with your channel, would you do anything differently?
The most important thing is you just start. Honestly, like in all of your time thinking about how to start properly from point 1, you should have already made 10 videos. It's the overthinking, the overplanning. Your first suck anyway, so expect it to suck and go.
That's true. That's true.
Inside I just finished my movement makers training with my customers, and we have a 100 video challenge, which people go through. Before you criticize yourself, before you say that you suck, before you're not going to be good on YouTube, you have to make 100 videos.
True.
So go. Don't worry about point 1. The problem isn't the perfect plan. The problem is go make.
That's true. That's a good tip for everybody procrastinating so much time before they actually take the first step. Thanks so much, Ivan. Thanks for the tips. It was eye-opening for me. I wish I had another couple of hours with you talking about the topic. I'm sure we would have many more insights on that. So I don't know if you want to have something for the ending of this live. Anything that you want to share with people? Any tips?
Like if you took anything from this energy, just do something. Stop over judging, stop over preparing, stop over planning. Nothing happens until you do something. And we're always looking for the perfect start, but it's really just fear talking. And you have to push through the fear and just start creating. Your first YouTube video needs to suck. It will suck.
That's
great.
true.
Go.
That's true.
And make another one tomorrow, and another one tomorrow, and another one tomorrow. And don't judge yourself. Don't tell yourself you can't do this until you've got 100 public videos. If you make 100 videos and video 100 is still just as good as video 1, then maybe you suck. But chances are you won't. You're going to get a lot better in that process. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Man. Thank you so much.
Okay, take care.
Have a good one. Take care. Cheers. Bye.